This young man representing Iowa State University has got the program back right where the Cyclone faithful want it, but probably more significantly where he wants it, and he's really just been fantastic out through his career, and this year up to number 2 in the country.
Yep, and he's coming off a third place finish at NCAAs, obviously won an NCAA title as well in 2021. And I think after he won that NCAA title, he kind of made a call out to the nation's wrestlers and was like, hey, if you want to come wrestle, if you want to come win, come to Iowa State. And I think you can't ask for a better ambassador and a vocal leader than David Carr, because he talks about it, he walks it, he lives it, and really does his part in trying to get student athletes here. Nice single by him, nice defense by Nijenhuis, and then Carr's right back on that same single leg.
Going right back to it, and Nijenhuis is trying to defend with a little shin wizard, a little roll through there, but we'll see if Carr can break away, and probably going to get a quick stalemate call, and that will be the call made by Jimmy Chin. Making a long track for this one tonight inside Hilton Coliseum, comes all the way from California.
Yeah, when you see they're looking for that positioning with that hand fight. Carr's been in on 3 shots thus far. Nijenhuis has shown great defense. Another sweep single right there by Carr, followed up by another sweep single, and now he's looking to elevate. He's gonna have to be careful right here as he looks to put that, shelf that leg up so he can look for his cradle.
Carr not staying down there very long, trying to limp arm out of here and secure 2, and there it is. Good job of limping out of there, but really the key, he didn't stay down there very long, did he?
Yep, he immediately looked to start climbing up and posting that left leg of Nijenhuis and getting to the feet, and now he's moving forward with pressure and gonna look to let his opponent go, and probably gonna look to score again.
One thing underneath the headset that you always look for when you're providing the hold-by-hold coverage is body language. David Carr's got some pretty good body language, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think that's something that goes back to, his upbringing. Nice single right there by Nijenhuis, but Carr able to get his leg back, and he was looking for another runaround, but he goes back to the sweep single. Nijenhuis looking to come out the opposite side, but they're both wrestling hard. Carr just has a little bit more right now.
So the second takedown for the second-ranked guy in America, David Carr, leads it 4-1. Going to put some pressure now on Nijenhuis, as we've gone down inside a minute, 45 seconds remaining in the first period.
Yeah, and that bow and arrow opportunity is definitely a painful action. Carr definitely has gotten good at it and added it to one of his opportunities to turn and score on his opponents, and that's something that head coach Kevin Dresser loved preaching in the room, was that bow and arrow action. So Carr's been, again, a great representative.
Nijenhuis through that exchange has just been issued a brief citation for inactivity. You know, sometimes when you see those quick warnings, is it really stalling, Kyvan, or is it, for that matter, the guy on top perhaps maybe controlling the situation a little bit more than it's actually stalling?
Yeah, right here we're going to see that single again from Carr. Looked to elevate it and was able to climb around to that backside. Good job right there by Carr. But yeah, like you said, it's not always stalling as much as it is maybe the top wrestler or someone controlling the action. I mean, David's really good at that, and he's shown that throughout his career.
So Carr's choice to begin the second. He elects to go down. He wastes little time. In fact, just 3 pennies of your precious heart. He's out.
Yeah.
Is David Carr. He now leads 5-1.
Yeah, and this is where you find out. This is the feedback that you look for, especially in Jamie. Nice double A. Wow.
Some blast double A.
For sure. And one of the athletes he looks up to is probably the best double A-er in U.S. history.
Carr just going to let Nijenhuis go. Nijenhuis will get back to the center and a fresh start from the neutral position. And now with a 7-2 advantage, you would expect Carr to kind of open it up here and try to put some more tallies on the board. And that was a pretty easy go behind, wasn't it?
Yes, it was a nice. He got Nijenhuis to commit, and then he just moved himself out the way. So he's doing a really good job right there.
Carr just continues to just keep the pressure, heavy hands, and this is where he's electric. Kind of counter work, isn't it?
Yeah.
As he scores, doesn't do a lot of work, but he puts so much pressure on the opposition. That really was an easy go behind. Now an 11-3 margin for the second-ranked guy in the country, David Carr.
Yeah, and this is where he's trying to separate himself and get himself more opportunities to put people on their back. Nijenhuis has to find a way to kind of minimize the damage, but it's hard against a guy as dynamic and who can score from as many positions. And kind of just sometimes it feels like you're just getting overwhelmed. You know, they feel like the person's in multiple places. You know, like there's two of them kind of feeling. But the only way Nijenhuis have the ability to slow him down is control the hand fight. And Carr's doing an amazing job right now of not allowing that to happen.
David Carr exhibits tremendous mat awareness. This is one characteristic that I really enjoy watching. He always knows where he's at in conjunction with the out-of-bounds line, you know, what the score is, and if he ever puts himself in danger or the opposition puts him in danger, he knows where he's at. That's a quality you really can't coach. It's something that's kind of bred into you.
I have to disagree with you slightly.
Okay.
I think the more times you get mat time and the more times, you know, like you're having these conversations with your coaches about, you know, awareness and, hey, where you're at on the mat, when you look to score, not allowing people to get out of positions without, you know, on the edge, being aware of those things. I think that is taught into you. I think he obviously does come from a very heavy pedigree family, but I think a lot of those things were taught as well.
We're back to live action after the brief stoppage. Carr going to try to pick up another one. Trying to circle right. And he's very close to securing the takedown. And he's got two of them. And he did it in the blink of an eye with 1 second to go in the period. And
it's just really fun to watch David Carr. Like I appreciate the way he approaches the sport, and you know, there's oftentimes student athletes that don't maybe really love the limelight or the spotlight, and when David Carr is in Hilton Coliseum, that's something that he appreciates, and he looks to put a performance on in front of his home crowd.
13-5 the mark as we get underway in the final 2 minutes here from Hilton Coliseum, our second match of the evening. Fireworks in the first one, and the guy ranked second in America right now is putting on a display of tremendous ability here. Already in major decision territory. Riding time well in his favor, and at this point will not be erased. In essence, it is secure. Boy, he's just in on those legs again, and he's probably going to score right here. It's just a moment of time, and there it is.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job taking that single, and then now he's looking to go bar and find an opportunity to get some back points. But Nijenhuis able to fight that off temporarily. We'll see a minute left in the match what he's able to do. One turn puts Carr in position to get a tech fall. So Nijenhuis doing a good job fighting it off right now. Not relaxing and giving up the easy points.
So Nijenhuis going to be granted a point. Carr got a little bit high there. Didn't want to really put himself in any danger, and he just kind of skipped out of there, yielded the point. 15-6 as we go down inside 30 seconds, and wouldn't be surprised if Carr maybe calculated one more takedown.
Yeah, I think he's trying to find a way to put his opponent on his back. He knows he has the match won with at least a major decision, so I think he's trying to find a way to put him on his back.
Having a little bit of fun is David Carr. They're going to go out of bounds. Kind of got appreciation from the crowd just sitting there with a big old smirk on his face outside the boundary waters, and look at there.
Woo!
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Wow, David Carr putting on an exhibition with riding time. A very impressive 18-6 major decision win over Gerrit Nijenhuis.
Yeah, that was a super duck.